Every time a film award with a stage is announced, we have all seen disagreements regarding the kind of choices made by the jury members. Whether it is state awards, national awards, or the celebrated Oscars, there is always a debate about why certain awards were given. When Slumdog Millionaire brought home multiple Oscars, there were discussions about the movie's portrayal of India and how the West always wanted to show us as a country of slums. And if you look at it, Slumdog isn't a film that has grown to become a timeless classic. But when a movie gets recognition of that stature, there is a big possibility that people who may have only heard about India will end up having a perception that we are all living that terrible life. The focus of everyone's debate for the past few days was around the recently announced National Film Awards, especially the way it celebrated one particular movie, The Kerala Story. Even if I put aside my personal emotional rage, knowing that a poorly researched propaganda crap like The Kerala Story got 2 national awards, including the one for Best Director, this decision from the jury makes no sense. Let's have an objective look at the words described by the jury chairman during the announcement for each of the awards given to The Kerala Story. The first award this movie got was for Best Cinematography to Mr. Prashantanu Mohapatra, and the jury said, for masterfully capturing each frame to enhance the emotional gravity and realism of the narrative. The second and major one was for Best Direction to Sudipto Sen, and the jury said, for bringing to light a deeply complex and urgent social issue with utmost sensitivity, cinematic precision, and commitment to storytelling with conviction and technical finesse. Well, I guess ChatGPT's large language model has now mastered the art of using fancy adjectives. First of all, the movie itself has a problem in showing realism in narrative. Their realism said 32,000 Kerala women got converted to Islam and joined IS, and it was only because of the intervention of the Supreme Court that they had to remove that unauthentic claim from the movie. Well, let's get back to cinematography. Since factual realism is now out of question, let's get back to visual realism. So the college where our leading women in the story are studying is said to be in Kasaragod. Let me show you some visuals of the college in Kasaragod. The kind of greenery you see in the frames would make any Kasaragod folk wish their land were like this. The makers of the Kerala Story are so focused on creating an Islamophobic narrative that everything that they have shown to demonize a community looks like a joke on screen for the people who lived in Kerala. The lead character Shalini Unnikrishnan is from Thiruvananthapuram. And what you see in the movie is a landscape with a lot of rivers and traditional Kerala boats, which is not an identity of Thiruvananthapuram. She is wearing jasmine flowers in her hair every time she is shown as a Hindu. At college, at home, while eating dinner, while going out with friends, and while dancing in a nightclub kind of restaurant. There is one frame in the earlier parts of the movie where it is shown as somewhere in Kozhikode, Kerala. And the visual tone of the film in that scene is such that anybody who has no idea about Kozhikode would think that Kozhikode is a neighboring village of Kabul. There is also this wedding scene in the movie where the setup of the wedding has no connection with the traditional Muslim weddings that happen in the Malabar side of Kerala. If Sudipto Sen had actually visited Kozhikode and attended any of the wedding and had some biryani, I feel there would have been a considerable reduction in the hate in the film. What is evident about the Kerala Story is the fact that they have not made an effort to do research, because all they do is push everything to the extreme. The family of the heroine is eating dinner on a banana leaf on a random day. A Kathakali artist will randomly get ready in the costume and walk around the temple. You know how time consuming and costly this thing is? A college in Kerala will have anti-Indian slogans at the entrance of the college itself. The educated Kerala girls are like KG students who will decide to convert to be a Muslim when they hear this bedtime story like stuff from their roommates. For bringing hate into a deeply complex social issue with communal insensitivity, cinematic irresponsibility, and commitment to right-wing propaganda with incorrect facts and technical mediocrity. This would have been a more accurate description to give the director the Best Director award. Anyone with some common sense about what is happening in this country wouldn't have realistic expectation about Prithviraj Sukumaran getting a Best Actor award. Putting aside its quality, Empuran was perhaps the only mainstream pan-India event film that sort of dared to antagonize the right wing and even use a real event the right wing wants us to forget to set up a revenge plot. I get their anger towards Prithviraj Sukumaran. In Kerala, if the left is ruling, the chances of a film like Left, Right, Left getting an award is very minimal, and it is understandable. Snubbing someone's performance in the name of the politics and thereby snubbing the recognition of all the other people involved in that project, especially the cinematography by K.S. Sunil, is understandable in the political climate. The only thing you should have made sure when you are declining all awards for something like an aadujeevitham was that the awards like Best Actor, Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Music should have gone to works that clearly had an edge over it. As someone who grew up in the 90s in the DDLJ Kuch Kuch Hota Hai era, someone like Shah Rukh Khan, a soft target of the right-wing Twitter warriors, getting something like a national award is definitely making me happy. But at the same time, the fact that he had to get it for something like a Jawan is clearly reducing that happiness. I wouldn't say the people in the national award jury are fools. They know how to balance it out. It is like that Amir Khan scene from PK where he places stickers of gods on his face to escape from getting slapped. When we asked why you snubbed aadujeevitham and gave 2 awards to the Kerala story, they would say, but we gave the best picture to 12th Fail. When we asked why Shah Rukh Khan and not Prithviraj Sukumaran, they would show Vikrant Massey from 12th Fail. Vijay Raghavan, who got an award for supporting actor, played the lead role in Pookalam. And I'm very sure the people behind the movie would have sent the application and would have nominated him under the Best Actor category. And it is very obvious that it is the jury that has decided to change his award. Urvashi, who got the Supporting Actor award for Ullurukku, was actually doing an equally important character. The question raised by Urvashi is extremely relevant. If she and Vijay Raghavan are being labelled as supporting actors despite doing the most important roles in those films, the jury or the NFDC should clarify on what basis they are defining lead roles and supporting roles. The sound department had raised their protest for removing recognition given to sound mixing from last year onwards. Well, the protest has somewhat paid off and they decided to give an award to Mr. M.R. Rajakrishnan for mixing as a special mention. Pradeep Nair, the Kerala representative in the jury, had said that he objected to the awards given to the movie Kerala Story, but other people, including the jury chairman, thought the movie had an important message. Well, that is precisely why being a jury is a responsible job. Imagine somebody from UP or Bihar who has not been to Kerala thinking that the Kerala Story is entirely true. And bestowing this movie with 2 prestigious national awards is like government authority giving validation to the malicious intentions of a group of people. In 2023, when I attended the International Film Festival of India in Goa, a police officer in charge spoke to me when he knew that I was from Kerala. He asked me whether it is true that there is a district named Malappuram dominated by Muslims where they won't even give you water in restaurants during Ramzan. I told him that the district is near to my district and I have friends from there. I told him that some of the Muslim people won't open their restaurants during that month and it is not like you won't get water anywhere in Malappuram. Even though he nodded to my statement, I could see that he wasn't completely convinced by what I said. Maybe he was expecting some other answer. As Malayalis, we may laugh at the national awards and make a joke out of them. But what they are silently doing is labeling a state by giving validation to false claims. The usual claim that awards are all about the jury's perspective is a shield they are using as part of curating an image for a state. Calling out this subtle endorsement of hatred from the National Award jury is essential in that way. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching it, please give a like, and for more such content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.